Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone, how are you and welcome back to this channel. It has been 2 weeks since the last video. So today I will show you how to make this beautiful handbag which is useful for keeping small stuff like purses, smartphone or some cosmetics. This is what it looks like. It's so elegant and fashionable, and I will show you how to make this beautiful piece. The materials are polyester threads, 2.75mm crochet hook, stitch markers, tapestry needle, and a pair of scissors. To make it, firstly start with a slip knot. Then, make 50 chains plus 1. I have made the 50 chains. Now I will make one additional chain. So the total amount of the chains are 51. Then make one single crochet in every chain stitch. One single crochet in every chain stitch, so the amount of the single crochet are also 50. Okay, this is the last single crochet for the first row. After completing this last single crochet, make one chain, then turn the work. Then make one single crochet in each of the stitches. This is the second row of reversible single crochet. The bottom part of this handbag is made of 9 rows of reversible single crochet. Each row consists of 50 single crochets. This is the second row. This is the last row, and this one is the last stitch. Okay, don't forget to put a stitch marker on the top of the last single crochet. After this, I will show you 10 side stitches. This is the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Beside that, there are 4 corner stitches on this bottom part. Each of these corner stitches need to be filled with 2 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last single crochet is the 4th corner stitch. After that, make one single crochet in each of these side stitches. One single crochet in every stitch until you meet the first corner stitch. The next one is the first corner stitch. Make 2 single crochets in this stitch. Then make one single crochet in the next one stitch. As well, you need to make 2 single crochets when you meet the second and the third corner stitch. See you on the first corner stitch. The next one stitch is the fourth corner stitch. Take off the stitch marker and put 2 single crochets in it. 2 single crochets in this stitch. Don't forget to put back a stitch marker on the last single crochet. This is very important because by putting a stitch marker, you will know the beginning and ending point. After this, I will make 1 round of single crochets. This means that every stitch is filled with 1 single crochet. Sorry, this one is the back loop single crochet, I forgot to tell you earlier. Then you need to fill each of the stitches with 1 back loop single crochet. So the amount of the back loop single crochets on this round are 120. Okay, take out the stitch marker to make the last back loop single crochet. The next one stitch is the first stitch after the beginning point. Make 1 normal single crochet in this first stitch followed by 2 chains. This single crochet and these 2 chains are considered as the first double crochet. This round is made of 120 double crochet, so make 1 double crochet in every stitch. This is the last double crochet. This is the beginning point. This is the normal single crochet made at the beginning of this round followed by 2 chains. Now find the second chain and make a slip stitch. Done. Then I will make the main pattern. Start with 1 more chain and a back post single crochet. Followed by 2 chains. This back post single crochet and 2 chains represents first back post double crochet. After that, make 4 more back post double crochet. Done. After that, make 5 front post double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make 5 back post and front post double crochets alternately throughout this first round. This is the end of this first round. Find the second chain and make a slip stitch. This is the first round of the main pattern. To start the second round, make 1 chain, then make 1 front post single crochet followed by 2 chains. Then make 4 back post double crochet through 4 previous back post double crochet. Done. Then make the 5th back post double crochet through the first front post double crochet. Have a look. 4 back post double crochets are made through the previous back post double crochets, and the 5th one is made through the previous front post double crochet. Now I will make 4 front post double crochet through previous 4 front post double crochets. Then the 5th front post double crochet is made through the previous back post double crochets. Completes. Now look at the amounts of the previous back post double crochets, which are 4. Then make the new back post double crochets as much as 4. Done. To make it 5, make the 5th ones through a front post double crochet. This is a front post double crochet. This pattern is applicable in the process of making front post double crochet. Look at the amount of the previous front post double crochet, then make the new front post double crochets as much as that amount. Then to make it 5, make the remaining front post double crochet through the back post double crochets. It will be like this. Repeat this pattern to complete the second round. This is the end of the second round. Have a look. I have just made 4 front post double crochet through the previous front post double crochet, because the 5th one has been made at the beginning of the round. When you are here, or when you are in this position, you just need to find a second chain and make a slip stitch. Then make chain 1 to start the new round. Make 1 front post single crochet followed by 2 chains that represent a front post double crochet. Make another front post double crochet through the previous back post double crochet. This is the 5th of the last front post double crochet of this round. Actually, this pattern is not too complicated. You just need to look at the amounts of either back post double crochet or front post double crochet. You need to remember that the 5th back post double crochet is always made through the previous front post double crochet. Likewise, the 5th front post double crochet is always made through the previous back post double crochet. This is the 4th back post double crochet. The next one is the 5th back post double crochet. The 5th one is always made through the previous front post double crochet. Then I will make front post double crochet. Look at the amounts of the previous front post double crochet. Then make the new front post double crochet as much as that amount. Then make the 5th front post double crochet through the previous back post double crochet. Repeat this pattern to complete these rounds, and repeat this pattern over and over again until you get the height you desire. I've got the height that I want. This is the 5th front post double crochet, which is made through the previous back post double crochet. You see, there are 2 back post double crochet left. I have made 3 back post double crochet at the beginning of the rounds. Now I just need to complete these 2 last back post double crochet to end this round. Okay, done. To end this round, so I will find the second chains. Here with this, 1 slip stitch here, but I will use the green thread to end these rounds, to make a slip stitch. Okay, after this I will make one chain and I will cut these yellow threads. I will tie these two threads together to avoid them from falling off. You can also tie your thread like this. Then I will continue the work using the green thread. I've made one chain. Now I will directly make one back post single crochet through this back post double crochet. Two chains. This back post single crochet and these two chains represent a back post double crochet. After that, I will make 3 more back post double crochet. The third one is made through the previous front post double crochet. So the total amount of this back post double crochet are 4. The first one is made at the end of this round. I will show you after making this third one. Look at this. There are 2 back post double crochet before the green thread. Now I will make another back post double crochet through the previous front post double crochet. Look, there are 4 back post double crochet. The first one is made here, and this back post double crochet is used to make a front post double crochet at the end of this round. I'd like to tell you that it is important for you to carefully count the amount of other front back post double crochet at the end of each round before starting the new round. This is because the amount of other front back post double crochet of the new rounds depend on the amount of those stitches of the previous round. Then repeat the patterns to complete the project you're working on. I will repeat these patterns to complete this project. Okay, this is the last patterns of this project. The last main pattern of this project, I'm making front post double crochet stitches through the previous front post double crochet. Have a look at this. The 5th front post double crochet has been made at the beginning of this round. Here it is. Then I will end it with 1 slip stitch. After this, I will make 2 rounds of single crochet. Each round start with 1 chain and 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Then every stitch is filled with 1 single crochet. This is the end of the second round of single crochet. Okay, after making the last single crochet, find the first single crochet, just find it first, then cut the yarn. What you need to do after that is to pull this yarn through the first single crochet like this. Insert the hook, then grab the yarn, pull the yarn through these 2 loops. Okay, then find the last single crochet, insert the hook through 2 loops, then grab the yarns and pull it through those 2 loops, then pull the yarn tails to make it fasten. You can hide this yarn tail using the fast needle or using smaller crochet hook. The last part of this project is about to make it handle. For your information, this handbag only has handle made from the left and the right side. I have decided the positions of the handle. To make it, firstly, remove the stitch marker. Then, insert the hook, grab the yarn, and make one chain. After that, make a first single crochet in the same stitch. Make one single crochet in every stitch until you reach the next stitch marker. The distance between the first and the second stitch marker are 20 stitches or 20 single crochets, so make one single crochet in every stitch until you reach the second stitch marker. Two single crochets before the last one. One single crochet, one single crochet, remove the stitch marker and make the last single crochet. Chain 1, turn the work. The second and the next row start and end with a single crochet decrease. This means that at the beginning of each row start with single crochet decrease. Make 2 single crochet in 2 different stitches. Drill on the hook, yarn over, pull it through those drill ups. Then make 1 single crochet in every stitch. This is the end of the second row. There are 2 stitches left. Make single crochet decrease through these 2 stitches. Make 2 single crochet into 2 different stitches and complete them together. Chain 1. The third row is same with the second one. Start with single crochet decrease. 2 single crochet in 2 different stitches, then complete them together. Done, followed by 1 single crochet in every stitch. Okay, there are 2 stitches left. Make single crochet decrease, 2 single crochet in different stitches, then complete them together. Okay, done. Make again the next row. It's similar. Single crochet decrease, followed by single crochet. Make 1 single crochet in every stitch until the end of each row and repeat the pattern until you get the size of the handle you want. I've got the size of the handle. I've got the size of the handle I want. A size made of 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. After this, I will make reversible single crochet until I get the length I want. Start with chain 1, turn the work, 4 single crochet in each row. Chain 1, turn the work, 4 single crochet or 1 single crochet in every stitch. Repeat these patterns until you get the desired length. I've got the length I desire, and I also have made the right part of handle. Now I will stitch them together using the tapestry needles, but before that I will cut this thread. I use a tapestry needle to sew the right and the left part of handle. You can do it like this, or you can do it using Chiron's method. After that, cut the threads. Have a look. This is what the handle of this handbag looks like. For the panel part, I will make one round of single crochet here and here. Every stitch is filled with one single crochet. You can start at any stitch you want. I will start here. Grab the yarn, make one chain, one single crochet in the same stitch, make one single crochet in each of the next one stitch, make one single crochet in this stitch, one single crochet in the next one stitch, one single crochet in the next one stitch, one single crochet again. Keep making one single crochet in every stitch until you reach the beginning point. The next single crochet is the beginning point, so when you are here, you need to cut this thread. Then you need to bring this threads inside the handbags to hide it. You can hide it using spacery needles or use a smaller crochet hook. I use the same crochet hook, it doesn't matter. I just brought the threads inside the handbag. Then I will use its spacery needle to hide it behind the stitches. Okay, perfect. Now we'll cut the thread. Finally, this beautiful handbag is already, and this is what it looks like. It looks so gorgeous and so fashionable. It can be used as a place to carry your purse, smartphone, or some cosmetics. Well everyone, I hope you like this pattern. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you again on the next video. Have a good day and happy crochets. Don't forget to share this video, like and subscribe. Assalamualaikum.